The style guide in ClickFunnels allows you to set up different styles and preview them easily. When you're starting a landing page from scratch, first you need to decide which fonts and colors you're going to use, whether images will have corners and your outline options and more. With the ClickFunnels style guide, you can set up many different styles with different fonts, different colors, and you'll be able to switch or try them out on the same page or on a different page with the click of a button. For example, maybe you're not sure if you should go with a classic, luxurious look or a clean corporate style, or maybe you want to get a little wild, break the rules a little bit, and use edgy fonts and trendy colors. Well, I love this tool because in other platforms I've used, it's not so easy to change the styles and it can get very frustrating trying to find the best options for your page. Let me show you how to use the style guide. All right, we're inside ClickFunnels, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom left over here and click on Workspace Settings. Once you go to Workspace Settings, just move up a little bit and then click on Styles. Now, if you have a brand new account, you might have some styles already listed here, and you might be wondering why. Well, if you've been playing in your account and you used any of the templates that come with the landing pages or the website, those pages have a style that comes with them. So you downloaded the style together with that page theme. So you'll see them listed here. But anyways, you can click on New Style, and that's how you can create a brand new one. I've already created a couple today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the two that I created, Andy's Corporate Blue and also Andy's Edgy Wild. All right, let's try out the corporate blue. So we're going to go into the corporate blue, and this is what I did. First thing that I did was I went into the fonts and I chose a safe, time-tested font, great for corporate sites that want to establish trust, dependability. And this is the font that I went with, Bebas Nue. And for the subheadline, Open Sans, and also for the content, Open Sans. And by the way, you can go in here and you can change the weight, you can change the spacing, you can change, because you'll see that there's different options to make the size smaller or bigger every time you choose a headline or a subheadline or a paragraph element. So you'll be able to decide how big these show up. All right, and then if I go back over here, same thing for the subheadlines. You'll be able to change the weight so that they're more bold, or maybe they're medium or light. And that's the first thing that you want to do. Then you're going to want to go over to the colors. So this is where you get to have a lot of fun. In ClickFunnels, right over here on the right side, you'll see that there's going to be 5 different options when you add a section or a row into your page. And there's sections for whether you want the background to be transparent, no background color at all. That would be the lightest. And then there's also light, and then colored, dark background, and then the darkest background. And then what you can do is you can choose the colors for icons, links, bullet points, and headlines, subheadlines. You can change the options for that right here. All right, so to do that, it's pretty easy. You just click right here. You can change the base background color, the overlay color. If you're using an image, then the overlay will show on top. So if you want it to have like a washed out white look, you can put a very transparent white overlay right here. Okay, you can also decide the headline, subheadline, and content colors for your text, and the decorations for your links, your icons, and your bullets. All right, you got to do that for all of them right here. You can also choose your colors here. Now, there's room for 8 different colors, but you're only going to need like 3 or 4. Okay, even 2 colors is fine. And then black and white, those are colors too, right? And maybe one other, maybe the F7 gray. All right, and now if we go back to the next section, you can also choose shadows. So behind rows, maybe when you're going from section to section, you can add shadows. You can add shadows behind text. You can add shadows behind buttons. Lots of different elements allow you to have shadows, and these are my shadow styles. You can choose the type right here, the style. Okay, you can also have it inset or outset so that it looks like it's, embedded, or if it's on top. You can choose the direction so that the shadow is going at an angle, the blur, the spread, and also the color. Okay, buttons. No, actually, I almost skipped border. Border, you can come over here, and if you have something that you want a border style to, buttons, rows, paragraphs, anything, almost anything can have a border, and so you could set the border style right here. All right, and buttons. Okay, so you can change the buttons. Buttons, like I said, they can have a border style, just like this one right here. This has a black border style, but you can change it. You can change the stroke to your button style. So if I go over here to number 3, I can come down over here, and you'll see that the stroke size, I can make it thicker if I wanted to, or just stick with something simple, a 1 pixel stroke size. So lots of different settings right here. You can change the subtext color, lots of different things that you can do here for your buttons. All right, coming back over here. Oops, I got all the way out, sorry. Okay, we're back. So the last thing that we're gonna look at is the corners. So if I click on corners, you'll see that you can create corners, and here's something really cool. Check this out. So let's say that you want this corner to be squared and this corner to be squared. You can actually click right here and then do separate edges. So I can go like this and then put 0. And where did that go? Oh, I'm doing number 1, so it's already like that. Let me go back over here to number 3. Okay, like this, 0. Okay, see how this made it 0? So now how about bottom right, 0. Okay, cool. So you can have your buttons, you can have your rows, have a corner like this, and that's how you do that. All right, cool. So that's how you set up the style guide. Now let's go take a look at some of the landing pages and see the difference, try out the different styles there. Okay, awesome. So here's the page that I was working on, and as you can see, I'm using one of the dark themes for corporate blue. So if I come back over here, I can go to the settings and I can change. Remember all of this? Remember the different background colors? So if I just wanted to have no background color and just be plain white, that's how it's going to look. I can go over here to the light background, changes a little bit, or I could go to the colored background. Ooh, that looks nice, right? Get darker, and I can also even go back all the way over here to this dark blue background. So you can see that the text changes, the text color changes. On the lighter backgrounds, it was black, and now it's white. So if we want to check out the other style that I created, I can click down over here and it'll show up right here. So I chose something called Andy's Edgy Wild. And so here we go. This is the darkest option. So if I come back over here, this is the darkest background. And you can see I had fun with a font here. I think it's Lobster 2 is the font, different types of colors. And I can also come over here, change it to this background color. That looks cool. I like that. Okay, and then if I come over here, here's the colored background, but it's not that dark. A light colored background. This is perfect. It's not too hard. It's very legible. You can still see it. So this is really good. And then of course, here is the lightest background. Yeah, so there you go. That's the style guide in ClickFunnels. All right, awesome. So that's the style guide in ClickFunnels. Now you'll be able to create multiple styles and then compare them on the same page or on a different page. So you'll absolutely be certain it's the look you wanted. Hey, if you like this video, can you let me know by clicking like and subscribing? It really encourages me to keep making content like this so people can get the help that they need. Now, go check it out and let me know if you need help with the next project. You'll find my info in the description for this video. Take care.